والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري وحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Welcome to episode 21 where we discuss some of the ways to connect with the book of Allah. And brothers and sisters, paralleling the stories of the Quran is yet another segment to build our connection with the Quran. And we know that there are around 25 prophets by the names that are mentioned in the Quran. And maybe this number 25 is again emphasizing the credibility of our Prophet ﷺ by connecting it with the times the name of Isa ﷺ and Adam ﷺ is mentioned in the Quran, as we have seen in the previous episode. Now, if you do the parallel between Moosa ﷺ and Yusuf ﷺ, we will find the events are almost similar but contrasting. For instance, Yusuf alayhi salam, right, was thrown in the well, which is a still water, and Moosa alayhi salam was put in the river, which is a flowing water. Now, Yusuf alayhi salam was isolated in the jail, closed room. Moosa alayhi salam was isolated in the desert, open area. Yusuf alayhi salam was retrieved by the influential man, and Moosa alayhi salam was retrieved by the influential woman. Subhanallah. Yusuf alayhi salam, he meets two men in the jail, and Moosa alayhi salam meets two women in the desert. Yusuf alayhi salam helps the two men in jail with the interpretation, right? Dream interpretation, remember? And Moosa alayhi salam helps the two women with his strength. Now Moosa alayhi salam's journey starts in Egypt, right? And Yusuf alayhi salam's journey ends in Egypt. And the villain in the story of Yusuf alayhi salam is the wife of the influential man, right? And the villain in the story of Moosa alayhi salam is the husband of the influential woman Asiya alayhi salam. Beautiful. And there are multiple kind of parallels between Moosa alayhi salam and Yusuf alayhi salam, right? Subhanallah. So what is that we are taking away? Okay, what is that we are taking away? Now, following the contrasting path, let's look at the psychology of the villain, rather than the hero in our learning today. Meaning, who is Firawn? Okay, who is Firawn? And Surah Taha, Firawn is asking Moosa alayhi salam, who is your Lord? Or Moosa, who is your Lord? Now Moosa alayhi salam, he describes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? And then he is the one who fashioned everything and everyone. He is the one who sends down the rain. He is the one who creates everything on this earth. So Moosa alayhi salam is describing the limitless capacity and capabilities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To which Firawn responds, and then he asks, did you come to us? Have you come to us to drive us out of our land with your magic, O Moosa? Right? So clearly what we are learning, that the response is completely off topic, and it is a confusing response, right? It is a confusing response. So what we learn here about Firawn is that he cannot relinquish control. He wants to control the path of everything around him, including the conversation with Moosa alayhi salam, which he is clearly losing. He knows that he is not the one who sends down the rain. He knows that even if people are asking him and calling him Rabb, he cannot provide them anything. He knows that, right? He knows that he does not fashion everything around him. He knows that, right? So what he does in this situation, he detracts, changes the conversation, and then makes it personal. Then he questions the sincerity of Moosa alayhi salam, and he accuses him of being self-servant. So this shows the psychology of Firawn, that he cannot see beyond what he himself wants. He cannot see beyond what he himself wants. And what he wants? He wants power, control, land. And then what he does? He assumes that everybody also wants the same, including Moosa alayhi salam. Right? So in summary, Firawn can see the world only through the worldly lens. So the lesson for all of us, right? That a lot of time the response from the people to us, if it is maligning our character or it's an unnecessary argument, then that is the reflection. Remember, that is the reflection of their character and not us. Right? And hence, Prophet ﷺ has told us to respond with peace. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also says in the Quran that if any ignorant or jahil comes to you, then qalu salama, respond to him with peace. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be the guardian of our brothers and sisters in Palestine and Gaza, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant them best of the best of this world. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant them best of the best provision of this world. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant all the martyrs the highest level in paradise, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to destroy the evil plot of Israel, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant our brothers and sisters in Palestine and Gaza and around the world the best of the best provision in this blessed month of Ramadan. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Quran al-Kareem. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullahu khairan.